Conditional formatting is used to spot trends and patterns in data using visuals to highlight important values. The following options can be found under the conditional formatting button, which is found under the Home tab. So first we select the data and then click the button. Under Highlight Cell Rules, which is the first option under that tab, you have an option of seven rules to highlight certain cells. So we'll start with greater than. So when you select greater than, it allows you to select the value for which to start and highlight your selection. So first, we highlight the values greater than 1 with a light red color. And from the range, you can see all your values greater than 1. Before you move on to the next formatting, remember to clear the rules, which is on the bottom of that drop-down menu. So clear rules from selected cells. Okay. Same goes for less than and equal to. You are asked for one value that matches your selection, and then in this case there's no value that matches 2, but if we pick one, let's say 0.5, we can easily see that there is one entry that is equal to 0.5. So again, let's clear the rules. For our next function, still under conditional formatting, we can select the top and bottom rules. We can select the upper 10 or the top 10 items. So that's the first one. So it automatically highlights the top 10 values of your selected range. Do keep in mind that if you have only 10 entries, it will select everything in those 10 cells. So to give you an example, there. So it highlights everything because I just selected 10 cells. Okay. Same goes for the bottom 10. Okay. On the other hand, the top 10% from your range can be selected based on the values of your selection. So the top 10% falls only above 3.63 in this case. And for the bottom 10%, there's 0.25. We can also select the above average and below average based on the data set. Okay. Then you can still select color fill or the gradient to highlight your selection. Okay, so clear. Our next functionality under conditional formatting is data bars. This allows you to highlight the difference across your data sets using a gradient fill or a solid fill. It's easier to reference values against each other in your whole data set. Feel free to change the colors under the More Rules function. Right? For color scales, you can also select under conditional formatting color scales wherein we highlight the range of values and assign colors to the higher values. In this case, the lower values are in red and the higher values are in green. And there's a gradient from red, yellow to green. Again, you can choose just one color gradient across your data set or two. Okay. Okay. For icon sets, we can highlight icons for each of the values that we see. For example, for icon 1, we can highlight the values of 1 to 10. For icon 2, we can highlight the values of 10 to 100. For icon 3, we can highlight the values of 100 to 1000. For icon 4, we can highlight the values of 1000 to 1000. For icon 5, we can highlight the values of 1000 to 1000. For icon 6, we can highlight the values of 1000 to 1000. For icon 7, we can highlight the values of 1000 to 1000. For icon 8, we can highlight the values of 1000 to 1000. For icon 9, we can highlight the values of 1000 to 1000. For icon 10, we can highlight the values of 1000 to 1000. For icon 11, we can highlight the values of 1000 to 1000. For icon 12, we can highlight the values of 1000 to 1000. For icon 13, we can highlight the values of 1000 to 1000. For icon 14, we can highlight the valu So based on the average or on the midpoint of your data set, you can see that your middle values are or have an icon beside them, the yellow icon, the yellow arrow. And then the lower values have a red arrow pointing downward. Okay, so we cleared the rules. Okay. So to recap, conditional formatting allows the user to represent your data in cells, ranges, or tables by visually indicating them according to your set of parameters. So it is under the Home tab, the conditional formatting button, and then your set of rules.